like to do that.
Excellent. Let me close this file. Okay. Now you
And
can,
tell me, teacher,
yes.
how have you been? How have you been?
Oh, thank you. Very well. I have been so busy. Every day so busy, but I'm fine.
Yes. Well,
Okay. And what about you? You told me that you were so busy.
yes, because I was finishing my semester, the block,
Oh, okay.
and it was very hard for me for some activities. But
Oh,
now I'm fine.
excellent. That's the pretty good thing. Okay. Now, if you want, you can share your presentation.
Okay, just let me open my presentation and
Yes,
okay.
of course. Okay. In the meantime, we are going to welcome to Sandy. Sandy, welcome. How are you?
Oh, thank you, teacher. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hello.
Okay.
Well,
I was very fine, thank you. Here in Sweden, it was the first Frozen, like in the movie, like Frozen.
My goodness. It
Yeah.
it must be so exciting.
Yes, it was exciting and super cold.
I think so. Yes. Okay. Ready, Samuel?
yes, I'm ready.
Excellent.
Well, I have chosen the future technologies topic, but I'm going to try to explain a little complex topic about blockchain. Well, the blockchain is a new technology. It is not very new. I I think that it it started in maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I don't know. But what is blockchain? Well, I'm going to try to explain this complex topic. Blockchain is a data structure. In the lowest levels is a chain of data blocks. In this chain, every block has three main attributes: data, a timestamp, and also a pointer to a preceding block. I know that it is very complex, but in the next image, we will see a network. Blockchain is composed by nodes. It's a network. And in this network, we have uh, a lot of nodes, and every node has the, the database of blockchains. I think that it is very complex, but I am going to try to explain this. Well, blockchain is very important nowadays because it's a new technology, like a new internet, because blockchain tries to make the data integrity in all the technologies. Blockchain can be seen as a distributed database, and every block is verified by each node in the network. So in this image, for example, suppose that you send some information, for example, a message or a confidential message through this network. This message um, will be sent to the node A, but the same message, will be replied to all nodes in the network. So if someone want to corrupt the data, it couldn't be possible. So blockchains provide a very strong data integrity in the communications. Each network node has a whole copy of the blockchain. So it guarantees the data integrity. Now, what applications it could have? Well, blockchain has been applied to cryptocurrency systems through asymmetric cryptography and hashes implementation. Blockchain is a safe manner to transfer data in a decentralized system, composed by nodes connected in a big network. I don't know if you, sorry, I forgot to include a diagram. This diagram is very important. Sorry, I I don't know if I can change my share teacher to open the diagram. Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was listening to you, but my microphone was closed.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
in this moment, the screen is yours, so you
Oh,
can share whatever material you may like.
okay. Well, I'm going to try to open this image. Can you see this image, teacher? It's a
Um,
new diagram, or are you seeing the presentation?
yes, we are seeing the presentation. So
Yes,
you have to close the presentation.
now can you see the new
Yeah.
image? Okay. Well, I say that in the network of blockchains, there are blocks, and every block has data, a timestamp, and also a pointer to the preceding block. So it's a chain. Well, in this image I have only 3 blocks, but in the reality there are millions of blocks that are data, and very important data. I don't know if you do you know what is Bitcoin?
I have heard the term, but I'm not very sure about it.
Well, this technology, the blockchain, is applied to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency of internet, and it's a decentralized currency because it is not regulated by any government and also by any enterprise. It's free. And for example, Bitcoin is very expensive, and you can, for example, you can invest $2 in Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin is like the dollar because this cryptocurrency is, I don't know how to say, fluctuating,
Uh-huh.
or
Yeah, that's it.
yes, it's fluctuating all the time, and it is very good, but also it can be very bad because the cryptocurrency value is all the time fluctuating, and sometimes you can invest, for example, $3, and at the end of the year you can get, for example, $800. For example, it's an example. The blockchain is applied to this technology, the Bitcoin or the cryptocurrencies, and also the blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Those technologies, this technology, sorry, work with asymmetric cryptography. Sorry. For example, in asymmetric cryptography, imagine that you have a message and you are B, and you have to send the message to B. Sorry, you are A, and you have to send the message to B. So every actor, for example, A and also B, every actor has a public key and also a private key. The public key works to encrypt the information, and the private key works to decrypt the information. So, for example, if you are A and you want to send a message to B, you have to use the B's public key and encrypt the information, and then you have to send the information, and then when the B receives the information, he will use his private key to decrypt the information. This is asymmetric cryptography. It is a little complex, but its application is very large. It is useful to a lot of communications, telecommunications, and all the internet works with this scheme. So I know that it is a very complex topic, but I think that also is very interesting. And I wanted to share this information with you because it could be useful for you, for example, when you want to send um, confidentially confidential emails, for example. It is very useful, and it guarantees, I think, maybe 99% of security in the data integrity. It is very useful. Well, this is my presentation, teacher.
Thank you very much. This has been so interesting. Thank you very much for this presentation. Kids, do you have any question for Samuel? Anything that you would like to ask to him?
Yes,
Andy?
I like to do a question. I don't know nothing about technology, but I think it was very interesting. And I was wondering if the nodes are a physical thing, like
Oh,
um
yeah. The node is a computer. A computer, for example, it can be your own computer because the cryptocurrency system sometimes uses the people's computers, people like you and me, to mine data. Data mining is like a process or a cryptographic process to encrypt all the information. It is very complex, but a node is a computer.
then the nodes are around the world, in all the world.
Yes,
That's right?
it's a distributed network.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Sandra.
You know what? It was a very interesting question. I was wondering the same, but when Sandy asked that, I said yes, yes. That's what I wanted to know. Sandy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Samuel, thank you very much. It was
You're welcome.
so interesting.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, so I don't know if Sandy, do you want to present something or to talk about any topic in special?
I don't have nothing prepared. I feel shame, but I prefer to do it in the middle of the week because I don't have nothing now. I'm
Ah,
sorry.
don't worry. You know what? Is something that I would like to comment to you. This is our last class. We are going to have a break with our classes. Well, no, not a break. We are going to finish the speaking course because you need time for catching up or for improving your scores. So the direction decided to stop conversation classes now. So next week we are going to be having some other tasks with teachers, and you are going to be free to continue working with the platform activities and exercises. So maybe why not, Sandy, to talk about something that you know that we don't know. You are a specialist in medical science, so anything that you would like to share with us? It doesn't matter that you don't have the presentation now. Or Juan, what about you? Would you like to share any topic with us?
I think they have their microphones blocked, teacher.
Yes, yes, they
Oh, okay.
do. All right.
Now, sorry. I can do I can talk about my writing project because I do the investigation for that.
Oh,
I don't have
yes,
a presentation for this, but I can talk about it.
of course, yes. Welcome.
Okay. Of course, I am a vet. Then, of course, I can take the topic about pets. Then I do a search about the benefits of certain pets, but mostly dogs and cats and other other tame animals like pigs, cows, and goats, and some domestic animals in the strict sense that they have um, a life with the person, like animal domestics. Well,
Aha.
my search is about domestication first, and the dog was well, it not was the first, but the almost the first animal that the humans domesticate. The first one was reindeers, like Bambi.
Wow. It's new
Well, not
for
like
me.
Bambi exactly, like
No,
Santa
but
Claus animals,
yeah,
exactly, like Rudolph the reindeer.
yeah,
That's the
that's it.
first animal that the men domesticate about um, 50 million years ago. Yes, like that. Then the dog come and the men domesticate the dog, and like around um, uh, 5,000 years, the cat come with the Egyptians and other stuff. Other animal interesting to see here, it's the ferret. You know the ferrets?
No, what are those animals?
Um, in the Spanish call I don't know how it goes. Sorry, it's hurones. Do you
Aha.
know hurones? The
Yeah.
ferrets?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, they were domesticated mostly in Europe for the queens and kings. I don't know why, but they like ferrets, and they are like the behavior is like a cat mostly. They are very good, but nowadays, well, they have a pet now. Well, in that days, have a pet it was very important because the pet it was like a pal, like a companionship to hunt, to take care in the person and houses, and well, not houses like now, but caves or maybe other kind of houses, and for the fencing properties and something like that, and mostly to eat them because they domesticate cows and goats and pigs and other stuff of another kind of animal for eating. Now we don't have our cow for eating ourselves. We have farms with a lot of cows. But in the first place, every community have a place with their own cows to their own meals. Well, nowadays the benefits of animals are large, but mostly are physical and physiological and psychological. They reduce the sense of sadness that is very important nowadays because stress and depression are terrible new diseases in our society, and we have a lot of suicides for that. Then we could see the problem if we read a little when the World Health Organization declared that the depression it was the newest disease in our society and declared like that in a papers. That is very important because before no one supposed that stress could not die could kill people, and depression promote the suicide. Then if pets avoid or reduce the loneliness feelingness and makes happy and represent security for person and love, and you can share with the living um, living animal, you feel better. Then I think pets could be a part of the solution for avoid this new illness like depression and suicides. And that's it. Questions?
Thank, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you for listening to me.
No, thanks to you. It was so interesting. Kids, Samuel, Juan, any question for Sandy?
Well, I don't have questions because I am agree with Sandy. I have an aquarium. I don't have. Well, also I have a dog. I have a
Mm,
schnauzer, and but the schnauzer is the owner is my mom of the schnauzer, and I have an aquarium with goldfishes, three goldfish,
Goldfish.
and also I have a crab. Well, I love the fishes and the aquariums,
Eh,
and I feel very distressed when I am uh, giving maintenance to my aquarium, and also when I am feeding my fishes, I feel very distressed, and I love to see to my fishes. Also, I have I have went the last, I think maybe 6 months ago. I went to the Inbursa Aquarium. I don't know if you know the Inbursa Aquarium, teacher,
eh,
but it is very beautiful. I recommend it.
Thank you very much. In fact, I haven't been there, but I will try to do it. It sounds good. Very good recommendation. Thank you.
Yes.
You know what? The word fish is an irregular plural. It doesn't have
Oh.
a plural. So, well, yes, but we don't manage like that. We don't say fishes. We say fish.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
No, thanks to you. Hey, and it sounds a very nice recommendation. You know what? I was going to tell also, Sandy, that, well, I am a pedagogist, and in pedagogy, there are some different areas of working. Not only we have classes with children, like many people think, we also have some programs that are called, for example, jail pedagogy, into Spanish, pedagogía carcelaria. And one of the therapy programs that we use with the people in jail is called canotherapy. So they are assigned a puppy dog, a little puppy, and the people in the jail should keep in good conditions the little animal. And if the animal survives and grows up and is emotionally fine, then the person in jail is also um, reduced the time they are going to be in jail. But opposite way around, if the little animal dies because any violent behavior of the person who is in charge, then the pain they are going to have, the condemn, is going to be higher.
Wow, what a interesting situation, but very difficult because have an animal, it's a great responsibility.
That's
Then
why,
in jail, it must be super difficult.
yeah. Yeah, of course they give all the easiness, they give all the elements that they need. They provide them with a store where they can buy some food. They provide also with a pet shop, and
Mm,
the imprisoners work so that they can have money for buying everything they want or everything they need. And they have also some special places for walking their dogs. For they have also spaces, special spaces for bathing their puppy dogs. So it is a labor that they want the imprisoner to do, so that they show that they care, that their emotions are positive, and that they can be responsible of anyone.
But
mm.
I have a question, teacher.
Yes,
Uh, that model, is that used in Mexico?
yes, it is used in Mexico State.
Oh, well, but I think that it is good, but maybe it can be a little cruel, but because, well, I wouldn't give an animal to a person in jail.
Uh-huh,
I think that it is a little cruel for the animal, for the
uh-huh.
pet.
It is risky.
Yes, risky.
Yeah, it is so risky because they can maltreat the animal, they can kill the animal even. But here the warranty is that if the animal is damaged, then the punishment they have is higher. So it is not convenient for a person
Yes.
to maltreat the animal, because it is kind of like a price they can have. And so to be caring, to be being responsible of an animal, makes also that the person have any other point of view. They have also established, they have research that shows that a person who is violent is not only because of their own reflex and their own behavior, but also for the effect of society and the way they have lived previously. So whenever they have love and they have the possibility of being responsible of anyone else, the behavior change. So guess what? This program has been so successful because there
Oh,
have been some people who has changed their violent behavior for taking care of the little animal.
oh well, that's very good. I have another question, teacher. Uh, do you know something about equine therapy? Because you have said that you are a pedagogist,
Oh
and
yes.
well, I have heard about equine therapy, but I don't know anything.
Well, the contact of the animal with the body of the kids, mostly kids who have some diseases, is so beneficial for children. The muscles of the horse, when the children are on the horse, make the muscles of the children to be relaxed. So they can be integrated with the animal because of the touch. So they create not only a physical response of their body, but also an emotional one. So it is used mostly for some children with any difficulties. For example, the Down syndrome. It is also used for children with autism, uh, some children with brain palsy. So equinotherapy has been also a very successful proposal for taking care of those sicknesses. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, it helps the child to relax because of the movement of
it's
the
very
muscles.
it's very interesting, teacher. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? In fact, I live in Ecatepec, and in Ecatepec there is a place called Granja Didáctica. It is in the Ecatl Hill, and in that place, in Granja Didáctica, they have a special section for equinotherapy. And there are many children with brain palsy, with Down syndrome, who are being treated here. And so it is so successful. But the problem is that as there are many people waiting for their therapy, uh, when somebody wants to come, there should make a long queue in a list. So whenever
Ooh,
they have the turn, they are called by telephone or they are notified by an email that you can come because next week you are going to have your turn.
there are a lot of demand, I think.
Yes, there's a big demand because there are a few horses. I guess there are 10 horses available and 10 instructors also. So at first, it was in risk of disappearing because there weren't any kids who wanted to come. Well, not the kids, but parents were not very convinced about the effectiveness of this. But nowadays, Jesus, it's you have to make a long queue. It is in Ecatepec, Granja Didáctica.
Can I add a thing, teacher?
Oh yes, of course. Please.
About horses, well, horses or whatever animal you use for therapy with humans, especially kids, there are special animals because in the case of horses, they need to be super calm, super tame, because the kids could mistreat, because they don't know, because they are kids, mistreat them in a certain forms,
Mm.
touch rudely or something like that. And then animals must to be tame for do this activity. They are like a specialist, like teacher with a special course about treat kids, in this case with autism, with other sickness.
Aha,
Then
yes.
they are a very special animals.
Yeah, you're right. And so they are not only the specialist or the therapist, but also there has to be a veterinary, there has to be also a pedagogist who take care of the animal and of the boy. Because yes, as you said, the children who take this kind of treatment are kids who have a different point of view and they can't control many of their movements.
Exactly.
So it could be very easy that they maltreat the animals in certain way. And so a very bad accident could be produced if there isn't a responsible person who should be a specialist. In this case, there are three specialists with children. That's the veterinary, that's the pedagogist, and that's the therapists. And of course, the invigilator of the park.
Yes, of course. And the animal is, tame. I don't know if I go,
Tamed is the correct.
yes,
Is the
tame or train. The animal is trained
uh,
for do that kind of activity
well,
because it's difficult.
yeah. First of all, they are tamed. Later
Mm.
on, they are trained.
Ah, perfect. Exactly. Yes,
Yes,
I want
yes,
to say that.
no, that's thank you very much because here you are the specialist.
Not the no with the
Echinotherapy.
no, I cannot nothing about that.
No, but you know a lot about that. You know what? I know that the principal point is that the massage that the horse gives to the body of the kid. But what do you know about this, Sandy?
I don't know much about physical benefit, but psychological are huge. I don't know exactly what the kid drive the horse, and of course they need to use the muscles, of course, because
Yes.
if not they fall. But
Uh-huh.
I think the horse give them more like that because the horse gives gives them confidentiality, no,
Confidence.
confidence, and a sense of the situation because they are up the horse. The kid
Uh-huh.
move the horse responds to the kid. They are the protagonist, the principal actor or actress are the kid have the control. Maybe his or her illness do not permit to have the control in his or her body, but with the horse they have the control, and psychologically that is very important because they could choose and they are in freedom for do the things with the horse.
Yeah, for
It's
doing.
amazing that.
Yeah, that's it. And it helps tremendously to kids
Hmm.
because they begin to develop in a different way.
That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. And Juan, what do you know about this, or would you like to ask any question, any commentary? Juan, hello. Are you okay? All right. Yes. So I could speak about the topic. Oh, yes, please, Juan. If you want to speak, of course, you are able to do it. Aha. Yes. Okay, Juan.
uh, screen or to show some presentation.
Yes. Okay, Juan, if you want to speak about any topic, we listen to you.
Yes, but I have one presentation in
Yes.
my computer, and I want to show you what I
Okay, so
see.
you just need to click on options and then you can share screen. Excellent. Very good.
Okay. Well, my name is Juan, and I am going to talk about the itinerary pedagogic process, or like my job. In this presentation, I'm going to explain about who is CONAFE. CONAFE's name is Consejo Nacional de Fomento Educativo, and the vision is to bring education to rural schools, and was created in 71 September. A community is a place when the people show ideas and have objectives in common. In this, we have some examples like the indigenous community we can see how the students have the classes on the air and they don't have school. This this picture, community immigrant community like Japanese, Hondurans, USA's, Arabians, other people like an opportunity in USA, and the USA don't facilitate legal forms, and the people come to Tijuana, and he his international situation is in Mexico and job and language. In this middle map, we can see the world and Mexico. In this place is Tijuana, the state is Baja California, and we can see that Tijuana is here in Baja California. Well, in my job, I work in rural community. One of them is El Roble School, and the other is Santa Fe School. In in this map, we can see how I can arrive to the rural school. I I start in the Aeropuerto Internacional. In this route, I I do 1 hour 15 minutes, and this is the panoramic big view of the rural school in El Roble. This is the exterior, and in the interior we have some chairs and tables. We don't have service like water or electricity. And this is the children that I work. These children have learning difficulties or language difficulties, and I I assist I assist them. The community base is Santa Fe, and the route is start like international airport, and I I run all in this point is Roble School, and in this route is Santa Fe School. There I like to see big rocks. I like to see them. And the exterior school is well nothing. We don't have bath. mm, we don't have water, and the interior of the school is like and this these are these are and the job is itinerant pedagogy assessor, and I learn language and math with these children. Some strategies like we work with children and the teachers and the with the parents, the children parents in the community. And this is our in this picture we can see a reunion with children uh, like to study for for all the 20, 29, 2019, and that's all.
Juan, thank you very much. It was wonderful. Kids, questions for Juan?
I'm very impressed, Juan. Do you do these things? Do you work with Conafe?
Yes,
Wow, you must feel very proud because this is a super important job. I congratulate
yes.
you. You are great. I admire you. Thank you for do that for the kids. Thank you.
I have
Thank you.
a question, Juan. Does CONAFE receive donations of any person of enterprise? I don't know.
Conakry, Conakry don't have text libraries, text with for materials, for pens, for papers. I buy the material and I bring to work with the kids.
Oh, I think that it's difficult to work in those places. I think, or not.
In one community, I worked for 15 years, 15 days. The rest, other 15 days, I work in the community deck, B, but I consider that I need to assist in all the month into rural schools because the kids need more help to learn in these topics.
You know, Juan, I would like to add up something. Precisely as Samuel said, sometimes, well, it is incredible that you do this because, first of all, it's a labor that not all the people uh, eager to do because it represents a very big effort. So most of the time, should be giving not only your but also your pay. So yes, it is enormous labor, something that not all the people decide doing. So double congratulations for you. As Sandy said, it is impressive. And so something that we see here, prepare every day for giving not only the necessary, but more than what you have. And so it is inspiring. So congratulations, my respect.
Thank you all.
Okay, well, kids, I don't know if you want to say anything else or if you want to ask any question.
I have a question, teacher.
Yes, please.
Um, when is the? I have seen the calendar of the course because I am very late, but I will have always all this week free.
Yes.
I will have time, a lot of time, so to do my activities and also the final exam in this week. But when is the last week? What is the last week?
Okay.
Until December 14th?
Yes, that's it. Even on December 15th, I am going to, no, December 16th, I am going to have in the morning the final report. So if you want even to be working on December 15th evening,
Okay.
you are able to do it.
Thank you, teacher. Well, I will try to finish with my. I will be catching up all this week.
Excellent. I think that you will do it pretty good.
Thank you,
And
teacher.
yes, it is very good. It is so nice that you will have time.
Yes, I need more time
Yeah,
than I
that's
have.
it. You will do it. I'm sure of that.
Thank you,
Well,
teacher.
well, I would like to thank you very much, to thank you all, because this course has been very interesting. Not only interesting, but also exciting. And so thank you very much for your participation, your attendance, your attention, because you are brilliant. And so thank you. And I don't know, maybe see you next course.
Thank you, teacher. I think that I won't be in the next course because I have taken the level C plus,
Yeah,
but
that's it.
I want to thank you, teacher, for all the classes. Thank you for all.
No, thanks to you. It has been a pleasure for me to be working with you. And well, Sandy, I want to congratulate you because your effort has been enormous also, because we all know that in Sweden it is almost the early hours of the morning. And even though you should be sleeping, you are here. So congratulations to you. And thank you for all your responsibility, for your interest, and for being in most of the classes.
Oh no, thank you, because you are really a great teacher. You inspire me to do this, really. And my colleagues here, Samuela and Juan, they were super good classrooms. And thank you for everyone. I think I hope to see you in the next course. I hope so.
Thank you so much. Of course, me too. I think that we are going to be in the next course together. And Samuel, congratulations, because this is your graduation of the English levels. So Juan, thank you very much. You know what? Uh, I think that your labor is so inspiring for everybody, and you are a brilliant student too. So even though you had some problems with the network, even though you didn't have a lot of time for being online, you were here. So it is really, really showing the interest of that you have in growing up, not only as a teacher, but also as a person. So congratulations to you all, and thank you very much for everything. Well, kids, excellent. That's it. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
In Sweden, we said good Yule.
Good you. Aha, that's it. Good you.
Wow.
Please be happy for all of you.
Thank you very much. Likewise.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Goodbye. Have a happy new year, everybody.
Likewise. Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.